Now this stopped Mark, an 18 handicap student of mine, duffing a chip. And it really did. And not just 18 handicap, this will stop anybody duffing it because the mistakes he makes are so common. Because the adaptation and what he had for his chipping was all the advice he'd been given in previous lessons for his long game. Okay, so let's have a look at this right here. Look at the top of the screen, really dive into this here. First thing I want you to look at is how wristy he is and how much he moves his legs. Now I said to him, if I draw a circle here, okay, let's say we start on the red, and we move quickly and we sway to where our circle moves towards the green and we're wristy, okay, our bottom of the arc is now so far behind the ball. We've got to do a lot to get back. That's why strike was a little bit of a lottery. Now, this is the key bit. Watch this right here. Oh my, watch this. This is what I really want you to look at. This is the advice that he was told and sort of found online about where the club face wants to be, matching spine angle. Now that's fine for a full shot, but that right there, the club face was so strong. Now when this club face is so strong, the likelihood is that leading edge is going to dig. For a pitch shot like this here, we can't be in that space. So you can then see on the way through on the top video, it all became a little bit stabby and a little bit short. And then on the bottom video, this is actually one that was a little bit heavy. So look at the screen now here. This is the before and after of where Mark was on the backswing to where he started. Totally different. That toe was not here, it was here. Now I actually said to him, and he said to me is afterwards the lesson, he's like, Alex, I don't worry about duffing it now. Can I hit the flag? I can feel I can hit the ground without that worry. So I want you just to have a look at this video next. This is a live part of the lesson. And this is really key. Listen to the questions that Mark asks and his explanation too, because I often find their students ask the best questions. Good, you've got to learn here, Mark, to love the ground. If you don't close that face, you can hit that ground as hard as you want and it won't dig. Good. Go on, hit the ground harder. That's the noise I want to hear. Yeah. So the biggest fear that everybody has in pitching is turf interaction, right? And because we're scared of the club digging or stubbing it in front of us. You get that club, I'll do this one with you, wait there. You get that, but keep both hands on. You get that club to work more here. Yeah. And brush, it won't dig. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. 2 more practice swings, then just hit the shot for me. Have a go at it. Lovely. Just hit that shot for me. Don't matter if you don't get the distance, just hit the shot. Lovely. Now look at the divot you just made. Yeah, just straight from there. That was different, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really do think that hoop really makes it easy to understand as I was demonstrating with those circles earlier. So let's go through the first part of this, set up, then we'll go to those in-swing bits. Plus, I actually forgot to say this, we talked about a little dinky chip, and we'll do it on the back here, little bonus part. So when you're just about 3 yards from the fringe, and it's a tough little chip, how would you play it? I'll add that in, because me and Mark spoke about that too. Okay, so, set up. He said, I'm going to do it this way, Alex. I'm going to feel like I get my club high, I get my shoulders pointing to target and my feet with the ball towards the back of my stance. I'm going to take my grip and at the very last point before hitting the shot, I'm going to pull my left foot away and my hips, leaving my shoulders where they are. You'll also notice here, my stance is around 2 club head widths apart, okay? And then we favour our weight on our left. So like his routine was club in, everything square, pull the lower half away, weight left. It takes no time at all to work in that space. God, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's now go into the actual swing. I said to him, as you saw in that video, is we need these legs to be quiet. We almost want to feel the legs are just being collected on this sort of shot. They don't want to be active. We don't want to wind up. But more importantly, let's start with the club face. Now, all I want you to think about here is, if I start my swing and I'm wristy, I'm quite inclined to move the club like that. That's what we saw with Mark. I want you to feel that you move as a unit, so we're less wristy. Look at that. And imagine, I can shake hands with that there, can't I? I can really shake hands. If the club is over, I can't really shake hands. So we're looking for that toe to be in a more upwards position on a pitch shot. Now, I need to show you why that's really important before we address these legs. So me and Mark walked over to the bunker and I said, if you get that toe up position, you no longer have to worry about that club digging. Now watch this, why? So toe up, more using the bounce on the way through, look how our club glides. Look at that again. Look how our club glides. Whereas if I close it, so on the way back we're sort of somewhere there, and I do this, look how our club digs. Look at the difference in that. We do not want to be in that digging column. The digging column gets us absolutely in trouble. So the first part of that is just feel we're shaking hands. Now let's address these legs. Just look at that club there, toe up, hit the ground as hard as I want. Look at that, and it doesn't dig. Closed, hit the ground. Great big old divot, I feel bad, I'm gonna put that back straight away. Okay, let's just address these legs. Legs have to be quiet. So all I said to him was to keep the legs quiet, feel as though the hips stay in line with the feet. If your hips start to move, that's where we start to get this big collapse. Now, inevitably they will move, but just have the idea of the hips staying in line with the feet as sort of an idea to have in your mind. Look how quick that stopped. That is all you need to do. More toe up, hips nice and quiet, and we're keeping in that address position we talked about. Right, come on, let me just go and show you this little dinky chip off the side, because Mark was amazed by this.
My error was, didn't have left weight forward.
Still though, I think the great thing about this shot is you can put, yeah, it wasn't in the wheel, but also you can put speed into the shot in a very short space, because we're hitting off the toe, the dead, love that, the deadest part of the club. Yeah, no. And you've not stubbed a single one of them. No. So again, goes back to, if we're looking at this in the face-on perspective, narrow stance, get close, brush the ground, hit the ball off the toe. Yeah. So have a look at Mark hitting this shot right here. A little delicate number. We're like hardly like away from the flag, are we? So I think he was playing that with 56 or 54. I can't quite remember the club. But the idea is you get closer, you address out the toe, weight left, and you have no wrists at all, back and through. You use the toe to deaden the hit. Now just look how quiet everything is there. You feel you can put some speed into the shot, not too much, but the idea is the toe is a little more dead, and it sort of just allows you to play shots just like that. So like Mark did there, get closer, hit it off the toe. The club sat more like that, but the key part of this lesson is we don't want that club face closed or even square, we want it more open, and you saw that in the thumbnail. Thanks for watching.